that protection, I just see it's like the only, there's
only value.
There, yeah.
At a time like this,
yeah.
Fuck all the fake shit, but it can't save you. The only thing that can save you is if you really are protected.
Yeah.
And if you're not, you will know. Because you're going to find yourself in hell. Because that's what happens. It's just hellish. You know? Because divine protection is nature. We have gone against our nature. Because somebody wanted to say that somebody stopped wanting to take accountability for the creation. You see what I'm saying? I don't know if we got tired. I don't know if we weren't in the mood. Whatever the reason was, humanity's collective choice to not be responsible for what we created, i.e. lie to ourselves. Just be like, we didn't do that. I don't like my life and I don't want to keep doing the work. I'm kind of tired. So I'm just going to stop saying that like I did stuff. Like I didn't do that. I didn't cause that. It's not my fault. Nope, not me. Whatever, you know? And it's like, sure. But it's also like, what did we think that was going to create, is all I can say. What world did we think we were leaving for ourselves? I'm just the only one who's getting real. It's not like Bob coming out of the sky. These are real people outside of spiritual protection. Because some of y'all, it's been like bloodlines that have like lineages of people who just walked far, far. It didn't start with your fucking Gen Z kid that's off the road. It started with y'all, you know, and your parents, and your parents. The whole bloodline's been walking off the cliff, you know?
Yeah.
And everything has an origin, you know? It won't always be today. This won't always be the level of growth. But to free it, you know? To be free, to really say there is no more or less value in the head. Whether the hair looks like a little baby fro or not. It's the same hair that'll eventually grow long and maybe be more to your liking. It's the same hair that I could shave off. It's the same face that you would fucking want to slap or give a kiss. It's all the same. And this is the illusion of the third dimension. Because you see me as Virgo St now. You see me as who I am, you know? And I can look any way. And that's what I've also wanted. I've always wanted to be unconditionally loved and unconditionally accepted. At a wider level, you know, I didn't want it to just be that my mommy and daddy love me unconditionally. And for us to be so fucking weird and not fit into this world so much that we don't ever have any other people who think that of us, you know? I want people to look at my brother and love him unconditionally because he's a star. Or I want people to look at my mother and love her unconditionally because she's a fucking star, you know? Or my father, who was doing this shit eons ago and deserves some retribution because y'all called him crazy. And I'm about to get this bag for the same shit. For the part of me that is very much that evolution of him. You know? But I'm building a family. We've got a new recruit. Like, all of my family is happy you're here, you know? All of them.
Yeah.
But, like, you're with us. It's great. And it's just kind of like, maybe this is the real art, you know? Life is sculpture. Life as helping people break, like, using yourself to help people break through illusions, you know? Maybe this is the greatest video that goes, maybe this is the 97th video and it's about me. And I show the world, you know, what we've really been protecting this whole time because it's trust, you know, because I know what this is, you know. There's so much hair here. But I'm in a growth cycle, you know. I didn't want all the hair on my head to have witnessed all the past. Like, you're looking at someone who's wanting to start from the ground up now, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't want what I had in the past, you know? I don't want the people, the influences, I don't want what I've had. Because it wasn't about wanting me, it wasn't about seeing me, it wasn't about really looking at myself in the past. You know what I mean? It was never about really taking a gander at me and finding a way to love myself more. It was about taking a look in the mirror and trying to figure out how I can love somebody else more, you know? Realistically. regardless of your gender, are gonna feel like, holy shit, you know what's really sexy? Self-awareness. And it's gonna, like, I'm telling you, so many people are gonna use this as the model of like what you should be also looking for. That's why you're getting all the clout, Dennis, because you knew what to look for in a partner. You knew what traits were gonna be valuable, whether you consciously knew she was gonna be this when she grew up or not. You know? The same way she had to look at you and say whether I knew how you were gonna turn, like, I saw the greatest, I saw and was attracted to what was really there. Actually wanted a payout, you would have went to figure out how do I get a payout. Yeah. Spirit have been like, it's like this is how you do this. Yeah. And then you would have done it, because it's not like what we did was like gatekeepers. We just followed like what we genuinely liked. Like we were just genuinely being
genuinely just
being who we are. Oh, I'm just really rubbing in that deep conditioner, and I just feel like it's wonderful. Why would you think both? Okay. This is a conditioning serum. Prevents dryness. Good stuff. I think this one has what? Coconut oil, with soybean. It softens hair on contact. Good stuff. Oh, natural, you know. Oh, it's so awesome. Oh, while you're in the bathroom, yeah, I pulled these 3 energies. And isn't that exactly what it is? Virgo St is this. My people who resonate with me, people who want to live in the universe I'm trying to live in. And live by the rules that are in that universe, my people, if you come over here, because it's not just me, it's not like Alexis Taylor really owns this. I'm just here, and I don't see nobody else here, so I'm just trying to say, if y'all want to come over here, like, you get divine protection, the lovers, you see what I'm saying? You can be butt-ass naked. You can, because I'm going to be living like that. Like, you see, don't you think nasty, sick fucks are going to come out and smell us? They can smell that we haven't been wearing, like, clothes.
No, yeah, it's crazy, yeah, like,
yeah, but you don't get to come into this bareness.
Yeah.
What? Like, no, bitch. Not if you're a fucking nasty, sick fuck. No, bye. 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 So look at that third-party page of wand. Cloaked. All cloaked. All covered up with their nasty wand, trying to get in somewhere because they see that you're naked. Fucking hoe. Like,
go
no.
somewhere and really replenish your
Go
life,
somewhere and get your fucking crops together, my babes. This shit is crazy what you're trying to pull right now. Like a mad tune. So the King of Swords is really the energy I give. Like Divine Daddy, like that's kind of the vibe. With Virgo St, you know? Like, no, because we're not doing that. We're not doing that, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's all I help people, like, be grounded with. Like, you know, my energy is one that maybe you didn't hear and we just be like, okay, that's sensible and grounded. I like what I'm hearing. So you just kind of give that to people. Like a little travel guide, like a little gift, because that's my energy. That's my 9th house stone, you know? Being like everywhere all at once. Everything everywhere all at once. That's my vibe. That's really the approach Virgo St wants to take. But if you know, because when a demon shows up, not only will I know, and this isn't just about demons, you know what I mean? But I think that's going to be the most notable thing is like, what things are, you know what I mean? Not everything's a human. Because you guys think a human is the body. A lot of things can possess this body. Just so you know. Not all of it's soul matter. Whoa, what, Alexis? I'm serious. Not everything that's making these things walk around is there. That's why these things aren't there. That's why y'all know they're not there. Like, that's why there is so many psyops out in the world. Like, that's what's crazy. Is you know that they're not, like, they're off some different Kool-Aid. because they're coming from different. They have different makeups. I'm having a soulful human ass experience. That's not for everybody. That's why some people don't believe in this shit. Because that's not what they are. That's not their origins.
And you really have to protect it.
You have to protect it if you are. If you are living it, you don't need to make it for everybody.
Because I guess, yeah.
If you're living it and you value it, that's what this space is for.
And I know that the energetic, I feel like I experienced, like today, it's like really seen where it's like the energetic attacks, you can always open that, or it's like you can always find it, can always meet you, so you do have to walk consciously.
Consciously.
Not necessarily consciously, just consciously.
Consciously.
Because
Meaning there's nothing to be scared of.
Because
you're protected. That's what I'm saying. The only way you'd be scared of the protection, the only way you'd be scared if you were going to get your period or not is if you walked out of the covenant. Did you do something God told you not to do? No, you didn't. So then you're good. You're walking and living this lifestyle. To get to the 97th video, you have protection. You're in the covenant. So just know, like clockwork, that King of Swords can be summoned to contact that live and direct, right? Because here you are living your vulnerable, free life, which is what I'm trying to get everybody to do. Be free, be vulnerable. You don't gotta conceal it. There's nothing to hide. There's nothing to fear. You can be butt-ass naked, just like us. But these freaks, these people who want to clothe their pages, they're in a new world. These are psyops. These people aren't from this world. Pages are in a new world. You're being taken from wherever the fuck you were, and you're being put somewhere else to see the strength of what you just learned. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of people from dark forces could come up to somebody living on New Earth. The people who have the right and the keys, we're gonna be walking around fucking free, bro. And we have the keys because we're free. They know that. Everybody, this is the talk of the fucking millennia. This is the time to know this. Yeah. So these motherfuckers who just got here, who just pulled up to your block, the weirdos in your neighborhood now, yeah, be careful of them. Be careful of brethren in them, because, and you don't even gotta be careful, you just gotta know that's who you are. They're moving to your block because you are the new spiritual motherfucking militia. It's mafia now. It's not even a game. It's like there is a new gang on the streets, and it's a spiritual gang. Some spiritual thugs. Where my spiritual bone thugs at?
It's an invisible species.
It's an invisible species. It's an invisible gang. It's an Aquarian concept. And we run these streets. We really do run these streets. And I wish a motherfucker would walk up with some page of wands like he don't know what day it is. Oh, let me make you welcome to the neighborhood. Welcome. I know you've never been here before because we can tell you got your clothes and shit. Because you still hiding. Because clothes in this world represent, I'm not talking about physically, I'm talking about fifth dimension. There's not even braids in my head. There's nothing going on here. Because if you resonated all the way, you were always seeing really this. Like you were always seeing really that. And I can still, yes, we know we can always dress it up. We know we can always modify it. But can you always stand in the purity of what it really fucking is? Some of us had to live this life just to get you this message, bro. You're able, you know, with this channel. 10 of motherfucking wands. I mean, this is what it's about, my guy. We eat munches like y'all for breakfast. You're just gonna be another notch on my spiritual black belt. You see what I'm saying? Like these people really, sorry, it's just like crazy. These people really think that you're not new. I went up to him and I told him, I deal with you, I eat people, we like deal with you doing, people like, you're not original.
Yeah.
I told him, I said, we know what you are, we know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I said, we deal with people like this all the time.
Yeah.
That's what the Ten of Wands says. Like, dude, I know you're coming up to me trying to try the bullshit.
Yeah. And the only reason
I'm just letting you know,
it's like embarrassing.
You didn't get slaughtered because I'm an angry black person. You got slaughtered because I do this for fucking fun.
Yeah.
I slay bitches. I call bitches like you out of your caves. I say, come on, rise up, demons. Come out of your fucking hellholes. I'd like to see you in broad daylight. Come on out, babes. And here they come like idiots. And they take the bait and they smell the fresh meat. They smell the royal lineage. And they get their heads cut by the king. The cutthroat king. 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands. we do this all the time. I'll send it to you with the quickness. They're startled. The Knight of Swords really startles you. The Knight of Swords is like the knight who like is on a mission and knows what the fuck time it is and doesn't care how fast they give it to you. This is someone that's rushing to chop your head off. In fact, they're doing it with haste and that's meant to hurt your feelings. Like, I'm coming to tell you the truth. No, we cannot waste another minute here. I need that to be a Google. I need you to Google how to report, like file a police report. I need you to Google how to do your shit over there. Because you're not... We eat shit like this for breakfast. I know you feel the spiritual warfare, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it doesn't get revealed to you till later. You go out in these streets, you collect all these bodies, you collect all of these experiences where you're like not even realizing you're done with the cycle. This is when you realize you're done with the cycle. Alexis, how do I know I'm done with the cycle? Well, the next card that came out was the Two of Swords, which is all about asking you to be your day-to-day high priestess. It's nothing. I'm nothing if I wasn't doing this shit day to day to save my own life. Like, I'm nothing if I'm getting here trying to give y'all daily messages and not be talking about my life. Like, that's not what this was ever was.
Yeah.
You know? So this Two of Swords, because I really practice this at a regular basis, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I really sharpen my shit my whole fucking life, to be able to close my eyes and say, whoever this sword falls on deserve to get sliced. It can be blind, it could be deaf, it could be dumb, it doesn't matter. I could be all types of, there could be so many senses that are cut off, and I can know when I smell a rat. You want to know when I smell a fucking demon? You gotta be able to do the day-to-day demon slayer. Day-to-day demon slayer. That's literally what this is. Your truth comes up against another truth. We're having a fucking sword fight. And guess what you're coming up against? Demons. Crazy ass motherfuckers. Oh, this is fucking embarrassing. Crazy ass motherfuckers, because this is the sword suit. The Three of Swords says, I can't wait to hurt your feelings. I can't wait to foil your plan. The third sword says, you thought it was going to be this and this in the Two of Swords. You thought you could keep me trapped at the Two of Swords, where I was just going to be stuck on trying to figure out whether you're crazy or not. And I'll do you one better. Let's Three of Swords this motherfucker. Let's bring in one more truth that's going to really rock you. Right as the storm comes in. See, because you were fucking with the wrong one and you fucked around and got exposed. That's what happens. You fuck around and you get exposed. And it's you're sitting like the King of Wands who wants all the smoke. The most attractive. I'm trying to do black magic. I'm trying to do this shit. Black magic. I'm black and I do magic. That's what this King of Wands is saying. I'm really ready. I can't wait to hand you this L. Happily, babes. Because the Two of Swords, I sat in my deliberation, and I'll do you one better. You're nothing but a demon. Girl, when you did that, when you realized you attracted that, because you wouldn't be feeling that good, you wouldn't be feeling that good, all confident as hell. This moment boosts your confidence. This made you the confident king. This makes you the confident king. When you hand this L out, you're the confident king because you are not crazy, because you know how time works. You've lived long enough to see how this really works.
I literally just wrote, as you were saying, I was just like, yeah, like right now, in this moment, I now know who I am and why I can live this life with the surety, like with the surety of what it is, because I feel like at that moment, like it all like met.
In that
right
very moment.
As that like.
As that's passed. As your truth pierces how someone feels.
Yeah.
And they're mad because they realize they got attracted into your shit. See, because they realize, like, damn, I'm really trying to be a predator, like, whatever the situation was, be predatory, be low vibrational, be whatever the fuck I am. I'm a fucking motherfucking demon, I'm a whatever. And, you know, these people wanted to go in and just do their little demon thing, and then they meet you, and it's a different kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of badness and madness, and they're not really sure about that combination. You get what I'm saying? They're not really too sure what that really means, because they're looking at you like, wait a minute, like he said, how come you guys are reacting so positively to my demonness?
Yeah.
How come you're happy? How come you're almost like
ready
to fight me?
I thought I was like.
It's almost like you're a spiritual demon slayer.
Like, isn't it
it's almost like you know who I am.
Yeah.
What?
It's almost like I'm caught red-handed.
It's almost like I'm caught red-handed by some motherfucker. Like, it's almost like I'm in your story.
You're trying to pull a fast one on someone, but then you
realize you're in their plot. You're in their story. You're not even about you got caught. It's bigger than that. You are in their shit. You are being, I'm the person that they needed to sacrifice today. That's why they were mind controlling me. They called the demons out the house. They called me out my nigga. I don't even come out this house. I don't even do this stuff. And suddenly I'm coming out the house. They got me outside. The light workers got me outside. Because guess what? Every light worker is hungry. Y'all be safe. Y'all be easy. Y'all be careful. You might want to lock your man up. You might want to lock y'all kids up. Because these light workers are out right now. And they are ready for their down payment. They are ready. Baby, they done seen it psychically. They done seen it spiritually. They done toiled after it their whole lifetime. They ready for blood. It is scary. It is scary. I mean, if you don't like a little stormy storm when you're getting stabbed in the heart, y'all, this is a mercy killing. This is like no mercy. Merciless killing. This is like, I'm gonna let you go. I'm excited. This is gonna hurt your feelings. This is gonna hurt. Because see, what happens when you out-delulu them? What happens when somebody tried to scare you? Like, I'm not scared of crazy people. Bro, you guys have to understand, I was socialized as a child for having high emotional capacities. They would use me to sit with children who had learning disabilities, any sort of like physical mental disorder, any sort of abnormality that would have to put them in an additional supported learning center, so that they would also not skew how fast the class had to go in other capacities, because it was already aware that these children were now being processed as children that don't fit the mainstream. They're not the regular sheep that you can just get to eat the shit and the fart and eat their goldfish and nap when you tell them to. They're the kids that are speaking out. They're not fitting the programming. So I used to sit with them kids because I just had this really strong emotional intelligence. I was an Aquarian child, so you know I was vocal. And what that teaches me is like, bruh, I'm like, when it comes to somebody trying to be scary weird, you're not scary. People should not scare you. No person, if you live a real life, no person should scare you. If you are alive right now, raise your hand. But let me tell you, if your hand is up, there is not a human being is not scary. We gotta stop sensationalizing shit. We gotta stop dramatizing the narrative. Isolated actions can happen. Larger manifestations of pain and trauma can happen. We have to understand the innate human being is not scary. Everything is performance. This is what I tell you. This is me. I say this to say this. You have to understand. I could give you any type of person. I'm giving you something right now. I'm choosing what I'm giving you right now. I could be some big, boisterous black. I could really lean into what the fuck is going on. Like, you don't even know. I can tell you, I can give you some character. So anybody you come up against in your life, anybody, understand that is all they're doing. And maybe that's what gender study can really serve us in, is to remove fear. I'm for it if it removes fear. There's nothing to be scared of people being different, of people using their body differently than you do. We don't have to fear it. You understand what it's saying? So what I say this to say this, all of us are going to have different abilities, different gifts, different things we can offer. But one of the things that got me the furthest in life is I think people notice my fearlessness, how much I don't care. If it means do the next crazy thing, I'm about to do it. I'm about to do it. And I'm about to successfully do it. That's what makes people even madder, bro. You be mad trying to intimidate the bitch, but most of y'all are successful at intimidating a bitch. Most of y'all successfully get these bitches to stay in the house. You can't get me to stay in the house. I'm coming to your business, and I'm gonna ruin it. I'm gonna come and wreck it up. I'm gonna come and do it. I'm gonna do that. If I smell that there's a good place for my abilities, I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna be able to do it. You see what I'm saying? Because I create the world where my abilities are what they are. I am able to give it all. And when I didn't fear my other youth, other kids that are too young to really be classified as that, like maybe it sucks because their parents are just low income, so they have to send them to public school, because really, like, they could really be high functioning students who do really well in education if they actually just had time to be in classes where they were supported by other peers who were like going through their same journey. So a lot of these kids are really I'm talking like kindergarten, first grade, second grade. This was like early development years where I'm being with kids who are already outcasted for whatever the reason. You know, someone had a really bad like episode of Tourette's and it just was like really distracting. Whatever the reason is, they can't be with the other sheep. Because that's what those other kids are being herded together to do. And I always felt privileged because for whatever reason, like, they could see my eccentricity. This kid kid really likes to deal with problems. She's really interested in like conflict resolution. She's not scared of the kids. Like they would move them in other classrooms because other kids would be like, like why did that kid just like have a seizure or have a whatever? And you're a kid and you're like, that's weird. Why did you do that? This kid just has epilepsy or some shit. You know what I mean? And it's not the kid's fault. Kids respond honestly, but you do find those kids that don't have a reaction. Likely because I was coming from a crazy ass home, seeing that shit all the time. All my cousins, all my family, like I saw very erratic spectrums of behavior, intelligence, expression, all that. So they saw a kid who had high emotional intelligence. Maybe not a good thing, maybe not because they should be wise beyond their years, but they are in that sense. And like they're not gonna isolate kids because they're having an episode. Whereas the other kids have to be in a different classroom because we can't make little Jimmy feel bad about what's happening to him naturally. And how he's processing just because it makes you uncomfortable. So they just would keep separation would happen. But I would feel really fortunate because they would take a few kids who could like help them stay feeling like socialized. Kids who like weren't gonna like they're usually independent thinkers. Kids who were like, just give me the assignment, like whatever. So we doing cursive, like I don't really care who wants to. Like they didn't care. I didn't care if I had to be in groups with different types of kids. I didn't care if like. Because it doesn't matter, we don't have to do this shit either way. And a lot of you bitches that are in the regular classes is goofy as hell, so like, it is what it was. But I felt really grateful because I felt like elevated in that point. I felt like I was having the caviar experience. We were the kids that people couldn't be around. We were the kids that society could not be around. And I was really there by association, I was really there more of a translator. Like, hey, this is like, it's like in the other classroom. Like, other kids are also doing this. If you're chill with that, like, you don't have to feel so like, I'm an amoeba and I'm just always gonna grow up to live this like really like I had to be kept somewhere else and they had to put the lock on it and they didn't really want me around too many people. It's not that, and I'm saying this because that kind of inclusivity I want to let people know has run through me since childhood. That sensitivity, like I feel elevated being with the misfits, being with the people that are being othered because the sheep can't deal with it. Not bad people. Not people who want to harm the love vibration. Right? It's not pure evil. It's not really These are people who genuinely want to uphold the love vibration, and being exactly who they are is upholding the love vibration. That's what they're trying to say to you. So maybe you gotta restructure your society or let me free. And this is what I'm saying. Don't wait on them to build the society. You're the society builders. You guys are the architects. If you have identified as someone who like they can't be around, like needs to be kept from the general public, because if y'all really saw what it was, if y'all really saw how I was, the 97th video on this channel is us really saying it how it is.
There's no more.
There's no hiding anything.
There's no hiding. That's it's been said. It's the truth.
And when we get over it, when we're done, and when we're ready, we take it. But man, this is powerful. You really confuse that which you're piercing. Because finally you free yourself. You realize it's about balance. And why am I keeping myself out of balance by withholding my truth? That is the bottom line question that we gotta ask. Why am I gonna keep myself out of balance by not letting people have my truth? This is when you say, I'm standing in who I am and I'm gonna let it attract what the fuck it attracts. And I'm gonna have strong ass discernment, because whether it looks good or bad to my eye, this eye knows I attracted it. And if I'm that powerful, I am good. I am a force for good. I am upright. I am doing what is right. So even when you bring on demonic things, even when you're dealing in front of your face with some crazy shit, you know you created them. I created you, bitch. You little cyborgs that walk this earth, bitch, we made you. You're our fragmented ideas that we abandoned a long time ago that are bitter and started to colonize and started making bigger entities and started getting into people's little flesh shoots, because humans started fucking with the way that we have natural humans, the way that we bring life. Some people are like, no, I need to procreate, that's my value, which was never how it was supposed to be. Yeah. You were either called to be a family, like you're either called into motherhood because you have the actual love vibration. You have the dedicated partner who can support you while you give birth. If that's not everybody, some of y'all can find love and find deep marriage and partnership and build family, and it doesn't have to do with procreation either. But it does mean that you always have to have that foundation. We weren't meant to just make all these fragments without the actual structure of support that we need for feminine, masculine, and the child energy.
Yeah, and I think there's really nothing to like fight for in the sense of like you're right you will have your divine right as a god on this earth to live your truth out.
What
period.
your truth is.
Don't even think it has nothing to do with fucking society or fucking like the confines
Money,
of what
nothing.
you live in.
It's not even any of that.
There's no oppressor in the sense of like the laws that they can even put. I mean, there is like systematic shit, but there's shit that really at the end of the day you are just your truth, and your truth is.
It ends today.
Yeah.
As long as we think there's an oppressor, they can keep doing their shit.
Yeah, it can live on.
They're organizing under the oppression or under the oppressor.
Yeah.
But it's because we keep them alive, because we think they have control.
Yeah.
I'm telling you from what I'm seeing from my collective, y'all bit back. Y'all said something back. Somebody got some shit. Yeah, nigga, I'm not gonna lie down no more. Cause guess what's on the line? Money and the keys to your psychic castle. It's cool now because we're actually getting third dimensional stuff for being seers, for being healers, for being whatever the fuck. Even if you're just a person who's like, I'm here for the light, I'm here to be the best version of me. Some of y'all don't even have these crazy, whatever, but you are going to see that the human experience gets more magical. You're going to come into new powers. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying all of you have some great prophecy to live out. The joy can just be this human life is enough. The ecstasy of breathing and being in this skin and knowing that you're loving, nourishing, and caring, and you're not holding the vibration of suffering any longer. Woo, bitch. It's lit as fuck. It's really lit as fuck. And that's your sovereign right. And that can happen right now. Just by following this revolution. Just by following this video. This imagery is all intentional. You get what I'm saying? We want you to understand what we're trying to tell you right now. I'm not trying to program anybody with any bullshit, because this is about the people. It's not even about resonance. This is about decisive action. This is about the niggas who are about to go do something about it. Virgo St. North Node is what you have in your headphones when you're about to go make that shit happen. You're about to go deliver your truth. Bitch, that's the best hype. Turn that up, bitch. I love this song. Yes, that's what Virgo is supposed to give you. If you need help delivering your truth in any capacity, you always have me right here. The version of me in this is always here to be like, fucking stand up and say that shit. However the fuck you feel, whatever it's got to be. Because I'm not talking to low vibrational people who are looking to victimize other people and pass off hurt. I'm saying those of you who've tried to keep peace by thinking me with suppressing my truth because it's not easy for them to take, that was keeping the peace when it wasn't. That was actually what's creating an oppressor. It's actually light workers who are responsible for the destruction of the world. Do you see what I'm saying? Because we keep saying like, oh my, like you have to understand who really is, what is really the function of the oppressor, what is really happening. The light needed to stop. Darkness is nothing to fear. In fact, you've begun in the void. You've begun in the darkness. You can only be seen in the darkness. Otherwise, it's just one big light. It's just illumination. It's not even light at that point. If you're talking about the sun illuminates this planet and what's really here in the darkness. It's more like the moon is really the default, and the sun is like, whoa, the sun is up. That's why we do everything. That's why when you're sleeping, otherwise we'd just be dormant. Like we wouldn't, if there was nothing to see outside, we're going to sleep. There's nothing to see, so we're going to go to our other travel. We're going to go travel by another type of foot. You see what I'm saying? So we're going to our dream state where we're going to go live different realities that we are not confined to. And then when the sun comes out, it's the crazy, oh my God, it's the daylight. Oh my God, everybody come out because it's time to experience this. But again, the light workers really created an oppressive system, really created this imbalance because we stopped doing what we were really supposed to do. Love and light doesn't mean you're already strong enough if you're working to illuminate something. You are already strong enough. So carrying the weight for them, doing the work for them says, I don't believe in your capacity to do this for yourself. Leave these niggas. Let them rot. I'm telling you, in 2023, you gotta let them rot. Trust me, they're gonna be fine because you were rotting. You were rotting. And while they're rotting, tell them the story. Give them some comfort. Let them know, bro, let me tell you about the time I was in the trenches rotting. And nobody came to save me. It was like, it was some years and no one came. And then eventually, I realized that the only reason I was literally sitting here rotting is because I was shoving it instead of saying it. I was, you know how the bus system always says, if you see something on a public bus, say something on a public bus. If you on an MTA, you see something, you say something. Okay, light workers stopped saying something. Light workers literally got so intimidated and tired that they literally just stopped saying things.
And that's where.
And that's when the darkness really took over. The darkness was just like, well, damn. If you're not gonna tell anybody about what I'm doing, if you're not gonna tell people I'm a narcissist, if Alexis is gonna keep that secret for me, I get to party. We let the darkness have a parade. We let them live that out. It's an act of deep love. It's an act of deep unconditional love. Because we're going to bring it into balance by saying, now you see how much we loved you when we let you out here outside wilding? Now it's time to get right. Now it's time to get right. Because you let them live it out. Because you knew it was always in your hands. Because it was your truth they didn't know. They put it all out. I mean, let me tell you about some of these motherfuckers. They're open books. Some of these dark ass they're open books. You was the one that was a closed book. That's your power, though. What they didn't know, how you were hidden in plain sight, is why you surprise attacked them. You were hidden in plain sight. They spotted you and tried to do a little something. They didn't realize the whole time you were hidden in plain sight and you wanted a little action. You wanted to show off your new spiritual sword, and they realized, like, wait, was I just like summoned? Like, they're gonna be scared of you. They're going to think you're a fucking woo-woo, she scary ass bitch. I hope everybody in my neighborhood starts saying, watch out for the witch who's walking around, because I was plotting on her to do some demon shit. She fucked around and she might be the demon. Damn, I hope that's what they're saying about me. Yeah. I hope that's, if you watch this and that's how you felt, slayed it. Because that's what they got. They came with their dark intention, and I said, oh, you want to be dark? I can be darker. You wanted to get funny, I can get funnier. You want to control what this fucking narrative is going to be? We can tell them what it's really about. I'll take the wig off and show you what it's really about. Because now I command the stage. Now you're listening to me because I'm a bitch who's fucking showing her natural fucking hair, bitch. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say about it. But this is my only political stance. This is my only ideology. This is all I can push. Raw, true authenticity. Cutting through, cutting edge. And you thought that this little nappy-headed Negro wasn't going to have the words, and she did. That's the mistake. That's the mistake. That's why I was hidden in plain sight. It's raggedy as hell being in this body sometimes because it doesn't make it easy, because people feel entitled to you. People are still thinking you're 3/5 of the motherfucking person. They are coming up to you talking about, you know what? I was thinking you could come home onto I can lynch you tonight. That's what people are really, they're still remembering the slavery in their body. And it doesn't really matter how I'm feeling. So, yeah, it's hard, but it's to give the message. And I've always identified that I'm going to have to wear this with pride, and I'm going to have to move forward, and I'm going to make black women, whoever, black people, identify with their true gifts and their spiritual. Because you have the magic, you have the sauce, you're the dancer, you're the innovator, you're the pianist, you're the whatever, you're the source. You get what I'm saying? As in, that's why you've been positioned that way. That's why you feel so used. That's why you have the experience as a black person in a time in society where we are at the bottom of the chain. The darker, the worse it is. That's our general way we navigate fear. If it's darker, if you can't see, for whatever reason, if you can't see my purple and blue veins through my skin, I don't know what you're on. You're scary. That's how we've generated fear on this planet. It's literally a light spectrum. Yeah. It's toxic as hell. Yeah. It has nothing to really even do with anything. Yeah. And also really has nothing to do with the incarnation cycles, because when you reincarnate, bitch, you are going to be on a completely opposite spectrum. You're not going to be anything you've been.
Well, the information you really need.
It's going to confuse children, is what it's doing. It's confusing the children, and those children are grown now. They're your presidents, they're your moms, they're your dads, they're your cousins. It's you. Yeah. You were those children that they were trying to put do little moo whatever, right?
Have you thinking you're playing a game?
You're not even playing a game. You're not even doing none of that. That's not even anything. That's not even what we're even. That's none of that. It's literally none of that. Yeah. But I'm sitting here today because you don't need nothing from nobody. Like, you really don't need anything from anybody. Like, they done gave you an iPhone. What more do you need? You're liberated. Like Age of the Eagle, take it and run. Take it and get the fuck. Take it and start screaming. Take it and drop it all. Take it and fucking, like, bro, you don't need shit. Don't keep anything of value. Don't make yourself a target at this time. Don't go around trying to, spin your block and know that, like, at the end of the day, no confrontation is better than your waste of time, waste of breath. Yeah. Stay in your lane, stay in your bubble, sit at your table with your disciples.
Because I promise you, there's a clarity that you can feel where you don't even want, you won't even want the shit that you once promised yourself that you couldn't live without, that you had to make. It had to be the status of who you were. You won't even want it. It won't have any value. You can still desire it, and then you're going to watch it flop. I'm trying to help y'all not get fucked up in this end of world paradigm type shit. You get what I'm saying? Because it's just the end of your existence in that world. There's no physical end of the world, bitch. That's why you get these astrologers be like, they'll go ghost. They don't know what to say. I don't know what to do.
But the reality is there's not going to be one homogenous end of the world. You understand what I'm saying?
You just have to accept.
You have to get out of whatever you previously created with the assumption that your knowledge of self was not something you needed. You built a whole universe before you actually even took into account what you are. All of us need to self-identify. Whether or not you're a psyop or somebody who got fucked up, botched DNA, it's all peace and love. We can all exist on this planet, but you can't be walking around acting like you're something you're not. People need to see you clearly. You need to see you clearly. Yeah. We need that for the health of this planet. And when it gets too murky and we trying to act like I'm not what I am, no nigga, what are you? The murkier it is, the harder it's gonna be for us to see. Yeah. So the answer wasn't to bully people to where they feel like they needed to be separate because you don't accept them. Accept all people. Accept all things. Accept what people are. Stop trying to make, like, the problem is people started feeling insecure, so certain groups will go to other groups and just talk about their insecurities. But you got insecurities too. You got problems too. So you can talk about mine and they can still be in the news, they can still be whatever. You can talk about my community's grievances, you can talk about whatever. But what is it really about? What is it really about?
It is all connected, but you have to know what part of
this
you are.
Are
Are
you
the fucking crust or are you the fucking
what are you?
The filling. I mean, it's
we don't know, and y'all trying to pretend like you some filling when you're nothing but a crusty ass bite. You're not gonna help a chef or a baker if you're saying like I'm the xanthan gum for your recipe and that's actually sugar or it's salt. It's not about anything. You don't have to fight your nature. You don't have to do that. I'm sorry for anybody who the old world. That's why I made this whole shit. Because I'm sorry they told you that. I'm sorry that I have to go back at 26 right now and I have to say sorry to that little girl who I look just like and say I'm so sorry. That when the damage was continuously being done, it's still better to keep making more damage than it's easier to just keep causing the damage than it is to stop. That's what I needed. I needed some mother to say that.
People that hurt people, then the trauma's got to stop before it's just going to keep getting passed along. And it can stop right now, as soon as at any moment. And that's after
and it's looking like a manifestation is coming down. That's gonna give you the incentive. Finally, when the house, the car, the dream life for those of you who really did this shit and really get it, when you finally see, like when the incentive isn't an invisible like fruit above your head that the spirit is dangling a promise of a new life. When you actually get that's it. The new life is visible. You see and you feel it. You feel it in your King of Cups, right? You feel it in all of the waters. You know it's time. And then you actually see it. That's the difference. You see it and you know it's coming. Why? Because you were so excited to liberate yourself and say the truth. Stop the bleeding. Stop the... If it's done, then it's done. You know? If it's dead, then it's dead. It doesn't matter. Because listen, you can go into their world, which they're going to ask you to fragment yourself. They're going to ask you to chop yourself up on a plate and tell us which identity will get you more bonus points for being more likable by us. Are you black? Are you trans? Are you disabled? Are you like literate? Are you from the U.S.? Are you from... They're going to ask you to which part is more palpable. And some of you have made whole movements and forgive yourself.
And when you identify,
but when you do choose to identify, when you choose to try to tell them what you are,
like even
you're just going to get fragments. You're not a piece. You're not just this. You're not just your sexuality. You're not just your race. You're not just your gender. You're not just work. You're not just your family. You're not just your kid's parent. You're not just your mom's son. You're not just an aunt. You're not just a
whatever gift you even any good or positive.
You're not just an artist.
There's no spectrum of it.
There's no spectrum. I'm not giving you any label. So whatever the label is, some of you have pieced yourself up to give them a version of you and you've taken out parts of it because you just want to. It's like, you know, when there's like a day-old salad at a restaurant and they want to keep, you have to take out the brown lettuce. If you've ever done that in a place that serves a salad that uses old lettuce, whatever, it's like we're taking, you know, we used to really prep the salads, but some of us really realize like what is damaged produce? You get what I'm saying? Is it inedible or is it ugly, hard, not as pretty? Are we just not using our imagination to find a way to find beauty in this? You see what I'm saying? Can I still not dress up the salad even if it has some ugly leaves in it? That are still good. They're just a little brown because they've been dehydrated or because they've been, you know what I mean? Right. So that's what I'm saying. We don't have to pick out the lettuce anymore. If it's not expired, it's not expired. There are no parts of you that are going to expire until the day you stop breathing. And you have no concept of yourself after that day. As you were. You go back to what you always were, which is the infinite part of you. But you will have no concept. I mean, you get what I'm saying? There is no you existing as this anymore. That's the whole significance of death on this physical plane. Your physical death, your earthly death. Right? So because when you die, you actually just become, you go back to whatever you are, and sure, you can communicate or be on different planes, but you'll never be in the physical form as that person again. You could even reincarnate as another person, but you can't go back to your old mom and be like, hey mom, it's me back from the dead. No, it's not going to happen like that. So again, you know, at this time, this is a welcome call, an altar call to all, you know, like this movement, you can find yourself with us because if you've been feeling in your heart, like, you're not really answering anything though. Like, you did everything right. You did what they told you to do. You know what I mean? You took the health precautions they gave you. But it's not just that what happened in 2020 or what's happened thereafter. It's your whole life. You've always did the right things. You've always shown up the right way. You've always been really trying to stand up, earnestly doing everything right, and you're still at this place where they couldn't come through for you, yeah? They didn't come through for you. All those people you were doing it for and they weren't coming through for you. Chopping yourself up like lettuce. Over defining yourself verbally with this English language. Trying to put all that you are into words. Or into an outfit. Or into a hairstyle. That could say possibly how ancient my wisdom is. Into a structure that's an illusion. That if I changed it all tomorrow, you would just have to adjust. If that's you, if you've been that person. Hey, that's she. We've already carved this world out, you know? We're really ready to support. We're really ready to be chosen family. Because to get in through the doors is not my subjective approval. God is only going to filter and let in what is for me. My God self, like it's been doing my whole life. Everyone that's come around me has been for me. Otherwise, you're not around. And this is the world. This is the end. Absorption and oneness. Because now I'm no longer just trying to be distinct, I'm trying to fall back into the oneness right now.
The oneness beyond even just, you know, like, because, I mean, yeah, no, it's however you identify the places in which you may not, like, yeah, like you, where you don't feel like you're supported in, whether it's family structures, society structure, yourself, the things you're committing to, like the things you know, you could be your whole life, could be everything you've built around you, your wife, you know, I mean, it could be anything, it could be your fucking, like, family, you know, like, no one, I mean, that's where we see it, you know, we hear people who have these whole things and they just end it, they can't do it, where it's like everything, you know, it's like, however,
and it's because it's not really about any of that, like, that's what's the hard truth, is the age of the Aquarian is like, I'm going to tell you what your life is really about, and it's going to shock a lot of you. It's going to be like Uranus lightning strike, like, what? Yeah. My life isn't about my children, or how they look, or how people, like, look at me, or my life isn't about my work, and you hear people saying that, like, you're not your job. No, I mean, like, bro, I'm about to scare some of y'all. Your whole shit has nothing to do with it. This sense of comfort, this sense of skin, this sense of acceptance, this space that I'm telling you I've been working meticulously to define, to carve out, so that I can give you the best definition of what we're doing here. This is soul maintenance. This is for people who feel like they are soulful people who have a soul origin. So when you want to know the origins of that soul, because there is an origin, if you feel like you resonate, that you can identify, there's been a soul that's been the record keeper of everything for you, and has been navigating you through all the fated and destined opportunities for you. If you know you have a soul that needs to be maintained, but certainly that you need to start learning about, no one can tell you that. There's not going to be a book on the shelf. There are a couple artists you can get into, but no, there's no real influence. There's nobody who's going to tell you, like, what's on your life. And beyond astrologers, beyond like your astrological makeup. Yeah. I'm not even talking about astrology. I use astrology. I, in very many ways, identify as such. But at the same time, this is not even just that. Because astrology is more, again, is still the science of what you really are. And I'm talking about what you really are. Because a lot of you need to be delivered into what you really are. Because what's captivating you about this message right now, why this is everywhere, is because of who we really are. Not what you can think this is. And that has power. This feels like our #1 album. You know what I mean? This feels like we had enough words. It doesn't always have to be you approach it. That moment to lay your truth and say your shit and let what come what may. I mean, we all want it. We all see that that was the last step. And this is the final 97. I'm ready. Gimme.
We went through our own portals. Our 96 and 97, you know, like we
It's all there.
walked through these portals and
Nah, the whole gang's there. It's really fucking cool. I think this level of security, self-awareness, vibes, joy, and happiness is so cool. You know?
Yeah, it's incredible.
We're free.
We're free.
So excited for all of you to know us at this point, starting here.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I just want to find a way to just like what it is.
I really feel
So I'm ready to start imagining, you know? I can't say that I have the structures right now for what's going to make me feel the same confidence I felt when I would mask.
yeah.
But that's the journey I get to go on with my new friends,
Yeah.
with my husband, and with myself.
Yeah. Likewise. We're all doing it together, so bring what you got, bring yourself, you know, like bring and what you know, like that's really, I mean, I feel like what you can see documented so clearly in any of these 97 videos
Recordings.
that you could definitely see, or in, I mean, it's just leaving that. I mean, we all have our own book, our own, you know.
Bring it.
Bring your book.
Everybody, the only thing I'm going to need you to do is bring your Bible, bring your personal basic instructions before leaving Earth. I want to hear it. I want to see it. I want to see you thump that Bible down. We ain't talking about Christianity. I want you to see thump your Bible down, bitch. There ain't no religion on this Bible. It's just a basic instructions before you left this Earth.
Yeah.
I just let Houston.
There is a language.
I just let Earth. Lean in my car. Got some my blunt. Got some who we gonna fuck. I'm pulling up. I'm running my, like it's all of this.
Yeah.
That's really the prophecy. Like some of us who have used psychedelic mind-altering substances to connect know that that's what's happening.
Yeah. Because shit. There's
that's how
a language you've always spoken. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a language. I mean I know the language I speak. So that's why when I see like
we don't gotta rectify the language. It's just acknowledge we all have a language.
Yeah.
We don't gotta come to a consensus. It doesn't have to be a singular faith or a singular knowing.
Yeah, because it's maybe not even like that's not even. But really, whatever you speak when you bring it all together, it's like where that orchestra really like it's like we all create what it is. Like however you, and that's so it's really just it's infinite in that way. I mean it's.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
I just also wanted to take this time to say, if you thought you knew me, you don't know me, bitch. Because I can take the privacy and saying no one other than my husband and my like family has really seen me like this. That's facts. That's facts. My whole life. That's why I thought all of these old people. Like that's what I'm saying. You don't know these people. You don't know. You've never known. You've never known because I've always known when I was working on what I was growing on. I've always known when I've been healing. You know.
Yeah.
And physically, this revelation was always for me. Like, I was like, if I'm gonna fucking show my shit and really let the girls have it, really force the girls to take in the fact that I am a black woman and that all these fucking things that transcend about who I am, that you, like, spiritually bypass me with, you can't stop that my vessel is what it is. And I'm gonna disrupt with my physical presence or maybe just my physical visibility, because visibility can have that power. Visual art, you know? I have an overactive third eye, but I'm really ready to let her bring me growth now. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm tired of just showing, like, I'm tired of just being the crazy, like, whoa, like, she's someone who's recovered from trauma to claim her high priestess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't always want to be at this fault line where I'm like, this isn't what my life is about. My life is about the achievement. Let that shit fall off. This is what my life is about. The achievement of the high priestess. You see what I'm saying? And she will always dress herself with respect. So just know that this 97 video is me shouting out to the year 1997. February 13th, when I was born onto this planet with a whole bunch of bullshit, bro. And it took me till the year 2023 to really be able to do something about it, be public about it, be visible about it, visibly struggle, visibly overcome, visibly reunite, visibly do all of these things, you know? So for anybody that's just having trouble with that, you know,
Yeah.
take the accountabilities, take the self-awareness, and know that the truth just speaks, you know. There's nobody in this new world who can really punk you or play you. Like, we're not bullied by, like, people anymore. There's no real bully. You can't, like, bully me into being scared or sad about some shit that I'm not stressed about. If I know myself, you can't play me. That's my motto. Nobody plays me, bitch. I know what's going on. Don't talk to me about this shit, bitch. You don't even know me. You don't know. There's nothing y'all can know, and I keep it that way. Nobody's going to know more about me than I know myself. Always lead with that foot.
Yeah.
They have no clue.
Yeah.
They really don't. And you're fucking awesome.
Yep. Y'all are. It's a big blessing.
I really can't wait to connect. Like, hit us, bro.
5
No hands for sale
FM.
at gmail.com. No hands, Hands, the number 4, sale, SALE, at gmail.com. Send us a good email when you get this message.
Reach me at Dolphin Boy Records.
Dolphin Boy Records. I mean, if you need, you know where Dolphin Boy Records is.
Y'all know where that is. It's the
You know
same
where
shit.
that is. It's the same shit. But I really just was saying, if you're needing assistance, if you're needing to connect with, like, the spiritual messaging, because I'm not even trying to do nothing. I'm not. But really, we got the sonics for you, and we got the word, which I don't know what else you really need besides that. In the beginning,
a lot of other media is. I mean, or yeah, like.
No, I mean that's what I do. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not an artist first. Like, I give the word. Period.
Yeah.
That's what I'm standing up in.
Yeah. And
I make art. You know,
and
that's
shit,
awesome,
Dolphin Boy
and you're gonna
Records
get
is
the.
forms of the word.
You know, so, but I just say
that's
you
what
have,
that's
you
what
can
we're
give
here
it
to
to
get,
us. If you want to meditate over, like you want something that's not someone speaking the word to you, you can hear the word. And you can just play that, it can fit. That's what you've been hearing accompany the word this whole time.
Yeah, forms of the word. It's all, that's how I define my shit.
So, that's what it is. But yeah, I mean, I don't really care. It's not about the media. It doesn't matter what form of the media I'm taking.
Yeah.
My craft is giving you what the truth is. So let's not get too hung up on anything. Because you will know me as a spiritual truth teller before any title. If I'm winning best film, it's the best spiritually true film ever made.
Joining
That's why I'm famous. It wouldn't be for any other reason. There's no production value.
Yeah.
Peace and love. 59, 57, 58, 59, 59. Big love. This was really awesome.
It was. Yeah,
97. Sometimes I don't know, you know, I just never know.
yeah. It's just it's a pain. I just want to fucking watch it on this.
I need water. I'm going to go eat and I'll roll in. Yeah, this is great. This is like so amazing. I love you so. The hazes, yeah. It makes me so sick.
This is my wife.
I'm his
I decided to
wife.
do it just because I feel like of what happened this morning.
Yeah,
I was
evil
like,
eye.
the fucking, but that's.
Yeah, it sucks, right? Fuck her. What do you do when you're married to the Hierophant? Like, no, I can't compete. You can't. You can't. You can't. God wrote this. God breathed on this. What the We're silly like that.
Besides always. It's nothing.
In case you bitches thought I was also hiding from my man, I've never hidden from him. He's like this from day one. That's why these bitches are sick. They're sick.
Y'all really just think everybody's as racist as you. Like,
You think everybody's as racist as you are. You think people want to sit outside of the Garden of Eden for the rest of their fucking miserable existence, and that's your life.
Yeah.
That's your vibe, babe. Okay, let's cut this video. Peace and love.